everybody. Okay, so Jen Morris, day 10 here of our home workouts. Once again, I'll just show you guys what we're doing because I think I got cut off there. So we're gonna warm up with, sorry guys, we're gonna warm up with 3 rounds of 10 burpees, 20 side lunge to kick, 20 standing knees to elbows. Then we're gonna be doing some split squats. So you might need a chair or a bench or a stool or something elevated. We're gonna do some glute bridges. We're gonna do something called a WY, which is for your lower back and mid back. And then we're gonna do something called a donkey kick to crunch. Okay, so let me try this again here with the music and hopefully I won't, there we go. All right. So here we go, starting with 10 burpees all the way down to the ground with the chest, jumping up. Go at your own pace. You can step these if you can't jump. Go through 10. Remember, this is just to warm up. I don't know about you guys, I'm sore. I went on a bike ride yesterday, much longer than anticipated. All right, second movement, side lunge with a kick. So we're gonna lunge to the side. You're gonna bring this other leg up. Lunge to the side, up. We're gonna do 20 of these. You can also just kick. Or you can kick forward. Your choice. 20, kind of like a side squat, wide-legged. I've lost count. I think I'm on 13. Keeping it low today, guys, because we've been doing a lot of intensity. 20 opposite, knees to elbow. Getting a bit of a crunch in, warming up the core. Move the arms. Good stuff. Let's go back to burpees. So down to the ground and up. I'm warm already. Here we go. If you can't jump, guys, you can step. Step back, step up. Okay, no excuses, let's go. Side lunge with kick. Kick forward, kick back, whatever feels better. For me, forward, for some reason, feels better. 20 of these. Music provided by Joseph Manate. He's on SoundCloud, guys, as Priceless Gnome. Royalty-free music, which is great for me because I can play it here for you guys. I think that was 20. Knees to opposite elbows, 20. Like I said, you can take this more intense if you want by jumping, okay? I'm keeping it low today. My body needs a bit less intensity, but go at your own pace and your own intensity. 19 and 20. Last round, 10 burpees. heavy breathing for me going on here. Good stuff, guys. Get these 10 done. They have an expression in CrossFit, your warm-up or your workout is my warm-up. I'm kind of feeling that right now. I think that was 10. Here we go. Side lunge with kick. Big step to the side, kicking up. 20 of these. Great job, guys. Getting nice and warm here. Side lunge with kick. Side lunge, kick. You can kick any way. Up, back, side, doesn't matter. Keep going. All right, I think that was 20 for me. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Keep it up. Just our warm up. Get those arms in. Turn my music down. And awesome. Grab a sip of water. I'm going to stretch out. Get ourselves ready for our glute work that we're going to do today. So just shake it out, guys, a little bit. Let your heart rate come back down now from that warm up. Let's just roll out the head. One way and other way. Good, shrugging those shoulders up and rolling them back. Shrug and roll. Really try to squeeze your shoulder blades together when you do this. Shrug and roll. Couple more. Good, let's bring our hands up over our head. Feet a little wide. You can keep your knees bent if you like. You're gonna reach up and over to one side. So if you're just tuning in, guys, and you have no idea what's going on here, this is day 10 of free home workouts with me. Just providing you guys with something to do, keeping your fitness level there. The workouts are designed for anyone. Let's do some big arm circles. And I'll always show you, some ways, fun time, I can't talk today. Sometimes when I say the word always, it comes out funny. I'll always show you different scaling options. Okay, keeping those knees soft, rotating at the waist. So even if you're new, guys, you can join in and get something out of this. If you're a big fitness buff, believe me, these workouts are not easy and you can make them as intense as you want. Let's take those legs wide and let's reach up, forward, down, and through. Up, forward, down, through. Up, forward, really push the hips back there. Down and through. Up, forward, down, through. Let's do one more. Up, forward, down, and let's hold that head down now. Keep your head low. Relax your neck, relax your back. Walking your hands over to the right side, grab your right foot or your right ankle with your left arm and pull in so that you get a stretch through that one side. Good stuff. Let's walk the hands over to the other side. The right arm is around the left ankle. Pull in. Awesome. Keep the head down and walk your feet together now. And just let your head relax here for a second. Okay, and we're gonna walk our hands out in front of us. And we're gonna find that nice downward dog position, okay? So you're like an A in space here. So I'm trying to press my heels down as much as I can, pushing my chest towards the floor. If you can't do this, guys, bend your knees and come up on your toes if your heels don't go to the ground. That's okay. Good stuff. Let's hold this. You should feel a nice stretch through the back of your legs. Good stuff. Come into plank and then all the way down to the ground and push yourself up as high as you comfortably can. If it's here, that's okay. If it's here, that's okay. Really try to push those hips down to the ground. Good stuff. Push those hips back up. Let's come into a nice high plank position and bring your right leg forward. Keep that left knee off the ground today if you can. If you can't, just drop it. But if you can, keep it up. Okay, bring your hands above your head and let's hold this stretch for 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that back knee. Let's go into a hamstring stretch. So you're on your left knee, your right foot is in front of you. You're going to push your hips back away from you. Point that toe to the ceiling so it's flexed. Okay, and if you want, you can grab onto that toe. You should feel a nice stretch behind your legs here. Awesome. Good, let's come into that plank position one more time, holding it nice and strong. Bring the left leg forward, keep that right knee off the ground if you can. If you can't, you can bring it down. Bring those hands up overhead. Let's hold this stretch for 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop that leg. Just feel that stretch in a little different way now. Good stuff. And then coming onto that right knee, flexing that front foot, pushing the hips away, getting that stretch through the left hamstring. Awesome. Coming onto hands and knees, let's do some cat-cow, so rounding and arching the back. Good, and we're gonna do one more stretch, guys, and you have an option here. If you know pigeon stretch in yoga, that's bringing one leg in front of you and bringing the other leg back behind you. If this bothers your knee, don't do it this way, okay? So you should be feeling a stretch in that glute of the bent leg. The other way to do this, guys, is just to come onto the floor and cross that leg over the other and pull in. I'm gonna do it this way because of my knee. Either way is fine. Good. If you're in pigeon stretch, let's switch legs. If you're on your back, cross that opposite leg over and pull in. Awesome. All right. So guys, we have kind of like more of a sort of, what can I call it, like less cardio today, more isolation type exercises, mainly for the glutes and what we call our posterior chain, which is basically everything from your heels all the way up to the back of your head. Everybody wants a nice booty, so these are some things that you can do. Hopefully you want a nice booty. These are some things you can do for them, and so we're gonna do 3 rounds of these movements. All right, so I'm gonna show you all the movements. You guys can practice them along with me or just watch, it's up to you. So our first movement is a split squat. For this, you might want to get a chair or stool or a bench, but you don't need one, and I'll show you the different variations. I'm going to use this box, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one foot up on the box, and the other foot is going to be out in front. Now what's most important about this movement is when I actually go into the split squat, which is going to be dropping my knee, this leg that is out in front, guys, I want to make sure that it's far enough out in front, because what we don't want is for that knee to come over the toe too much. That's going to put way too much strain on your knee, okay? So your leg is going to go back. If you're not doing this with a stool, sort of the same rules apply. We're going to stay in this lunge position. We're going to drop our back knee and come up. And you notice that my front knee, it does not drift over my toe. Super important, so watch that because you can hurt your knee if you go too far forward, okay? So split squats, we're gonna be doing 10 per leg of those. Then we're going to move into hip or glute bridges. And there's a couple of variations on these. I'm gonna lay on my mat for these. My feet are going to be out in front of me, and when you're laying on your back for these guys, you want to be able to touch your heels, and your feet should be a little bit wider than your hips. And all we're going to do is bring the hips up and down. And when we're doing these, I'm losing my voice, we're going to squeeze our glutes. Now, if you have that chair handy for your split squats and you want to make this a little more challenging, I'll just show you here, you can put your feet up on the box. So you're actually putting your heels in. Hopefully you guys can see this. And you're gonna lift your hips up and down. Okay, so that's just gonna give you a little bit bigger range of motion if you want it. You don't have to. Third movement, this is our WY. So this is a W and this is a Y. And we're gonna do these laying on the floor on our stomach, lifting our head up and our chest up off the floor and our legs, okay? So hopefully you guys can see this. So I'm lifting up, I'm in W position, and then I go to Y position. W, Y, W, Y. If you get tired, you can always relax. W, Y. So those are WYs, if you didn't get that already. We're gonna do 20 of those. We'll probably come down halfway if you can hold it for 10. Take a little break and then do the following 10. The last movement, guys, is a donkey kick to crunch. It sounds a little weird, but basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna be on our hands and knees, and there's two variations to this. So from here, we're going to kick back and we're gonna crunch in to either the same elbow or the opposite elbow. Now, you want to make this harder, you can kick back and crunch in. Kick back, crunch in. And that's more like, that's a bigger core workout than being on your knees, okay? So it's your choice. I'm probably going to do them from my hands, and we'll do 10 per side of those. So, you guys ready? Hopefully you're ready. I'm going to start with our split squats, 10 per side. One thing I neglected to mention, guys, is if you have a dumbbell and you want to do the split squats weighted, you can hold them in your hands or out in front. I'm going to do mine unweighted today, so you guys can follow along if you don't have weights. Okay, let me just turn this music up a bit. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. We're going to start with split squats. So that back foot is up on your box. Start with right or left, doesn't matter, just watch that front knee. So take these slow and controlled. This is not about speed today. 4, nice and slow and controlled. Doing 10 per side. I'm going to do my first set without the box. 11. Keep going, guys. This is for quality, not for speed. 15 for me. And 20 for me. All right. Let's transition into those WYs. So remember, you're on your stomach here. You're lifting up with your legs and your chest. W, arms up. 10 of these, and then we'll rest a second. Keep the legs off the floor. Squeeze the glutes. Relax a second. All right, 10 more. So lifting up for W, Y. Six. Nice and slow and controlled. 7. You should feel this in your shoulders and your upper back as well as you pull down. When you're pulling on something heavy. 9. 10, good stuff. All right, so either hands and knees here for donkey kick, crunch, or on your toes. Kick up and crunch. We're doing 10 per side. Other side again, from your knees, up and crunch. From your toes, kick back and crunch. These are hard. 8. 9. And 10. Good stuff. One round done, guys. Sip of water. Again, this is for quality, so we want to make sure we're approaching this not to fatigue. All right. Find that box. If you're not using the box, I'll do a set here without the box for you guys. We don't have a chair. Right leg in front. We're dropping that back knee for 1, 2, 3, 4. Really squeeze at the top. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. That burns. All right, other side. Here we go. 2, really concentrate on squeezing those muscles at the top. 3, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, if you're using that bench or chair for your glute bridges, grab that. Laying on your back, feet are up, or feet are on the ground, your choice. Here we go, lifting up for 1. Nice and slow, squeeze those glutes. 3, 4, 5. With your feet elevated, you'll feel it more in your hamstrings as well. I'm really feeling that. 9 and 10. 10 to go. Really lift it up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep going, guys. Really squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my gosh, my butt is burning. Good stuff. Ys. Okay, we're gonna lift up and hold. Legs go up, W, Y. 10 of these. 4, 5. Really pull back with those elbows. Keep that butt squeezing. And 10, I'm gonna take a little break, just relax a second. And lift up again, W, Y. 3. Watch those legs at the back. Make sure they're up, make sure your butt's squeezing. 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. Good stuff. All right, either on your hands and knees. Remember, we're crunching in and kicking back on your hands like a plank. So kick back, crunch in for 10. You can make that kick as high or as fancy as you like. I'm gonna move this mat, I'm slipping. I think I'm at 8 on this side, 9, and 10. Other side, crunch and kick. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good job. We're going to move on to round 3. Quick sip of water. Now guys, hypothetically, you could do another 2 rounds of this, 4 rounds of it, however many you want. I'm just doing 3 rounds today. So here I go for my split squat. Let's bring the right leg up in front and down for 10. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. Find that great position. Don't rush it. Here we go. Drop. Like I said, you could be holding a weight here or in your hands above your head. 5 to go. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Feel the burn on those, right? Glute bridges, either on the floor with your feet or your feet elevated. Here we go for 20 glute bridges. If you have a weight, you could also put that on your hips, make it a little harder. Up for 20. Squeeze the glutes. 5, 6, 7, 8. Guys are doing great. This is the last round officially, but like I said, you can keep going. Maybe do another 2 rounds, maybe do another 5 rounds. 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, onto the stomach for our WYs. Last set. Here we go, lifting up, squeeze the glutes, legs up, W, hands up, Y. As you're pulling back, guys, when you go into that double, you really pull like you're pulling on cables or something. We're activating those lats during this, so really pretend that you're pulling down on something. Keep the glutes tight. 8, 9, and 10. Relax for a second. And we'll do 10 more of these. So coming up, W, Y, pull. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2 more. We pull back, 9, and 10. All right, last set, donkey kicks with crunch. So here we go, kick back and crunch. We squeeze those glutes, crunch in. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side. You need to take a break on your hands. Do that. Here we go. Plank, kick back, and crunch. If you want to make it harder, you can bring that hand, the elbow to the, or the knee to the opposite elbow. Or just play around with it. Do one opposite, one the same. Really kick back, squeeze the butt. I lost count, I think I'll do 2 more. And, whew, done. A little different, less intense today. Let's get our heart rate down just a little bit. Take a deep breath. We'll stretch out together. Unless you want to keep going, you can do another couple rounds, guys. It's totally up to you. I want to respect the time of people that don't have that much time. So let me just turn this volume down. There we go. All right. That was hard. That was good, different. Not so much cardio, but more strengthening. I encourage you to, keep moving today. Maybe go for, it's warm here, but it's cloudy. It's supposed to rain a bit later. Get out sooner rather than later. It's always better to expose yourself to the light earlier in the morning. That will set you up for a better sleep at night, all right? All right, while we're on the ground here, let's stretch out the legs and the glutes. I'm gonna turn this off completely. Bear with me. All right. So on your backs, I'm just gonna grab my mat because the floor is super cold. So on your back, let's just bring the legs out, arms up. Just take a few deep breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Try to breathe into your belly. Make that belly rise, so. And out. One more, in through the nose, into the belly, and out. Good stuff. Grab your right knee and pull it into your body. I can't really do that well with this leg because it's my sore knee, so I gotta grab behind my thigh. It doesn't really matter. Just pulling in with that leg. Good. Lift that leg up so that it's straight. Grab behind your hamstring and pull in for hamstring stretch. Good stuff. We're going to take that right leg and we're going to let it fold across us so it's straight out in front of you on the one side. You're going to take your opposite arm and you're going to look at that right arm that's sticking out there. So you're getting a bit of a twist, stretching out that back from those WYs. Good stuff. And let's come back to the center. Cross that right leg over the left for the number 4 or pretzel stretch. You can grab a hold of that shin if you can and pull in. So you should be feeling this in the right glute. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. Let's bring that left knee in now. Really pull it in tight, squeeze. And then let's straighten that leg, grab behind your hamstring and pull in, flexing that foot. You can make some circles with your ankles here if you like. Good, and you're gonna let that left leg now go across your body, and the opposite hand is you're looking at. So you're getting a nice twist on the other side. So quiet in here now, with no music. All right, coming back to center, let's cross that left leg over the right, pull in for that pretzel stretch or number 4 stretch, and getting that stretch through the glutes, holding it for 10. 3, 2, 1. Grab both your knees. Let's just roll back and forth, just massaging out the back. You're getting lots of cracks. And come all the way up to sitting. Good. Bring your legs so the soles of your feet are together, knees are wide. Just butterfly those legs out a little bit. And let's push down on those legs with your elbows. Try to bring your head down, just relax your head here. Good stuff. Coming out of that position, let's come onto our knees and do a wide-legged child's pose. So knees are wide, feet are together. You're pushing your hips back towards your heels. If you can touch them, great. And then you're gonna reach away here so that you're pushing your chest down towards the floor, but you're pushing your hips back. So I'm actually getting a nice counter stretch by pulling, kind of gripping the floor with my fingertips, pulling away, but also thinking about pushing my hips down towards my heels. If you can get your chest to the floor, great. If not, don't worry. Just go as far as you can. Good stuff. Coming out of that position, onto all fours, and let's bring the right leg forward for our last stretches here for our hips. Okay, if you want to get fancy, guys, and stretch your quads out at the same time, you can grab that leg behind you if you can. If you can't, don't worry. I can only do this on the one side. So thank you guys for working out with me today. Tomorrow is, I'm hoping, going to be relatively intense, and we might do some stuff outside. Well, I'm just playing it by ear with the weather. So I might actually do the workout outside, and you guys can maybe find a spot in your driveway as well. So let's go to the other side. If you can grab, I can't actually grab this foot with my bad knee. Just stretch out the hips. Good stuff. All right, coming up to standing. I love finishing off with some deep breaths. Always good to calm yourself down a little bit. So bending at the knees, we're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Hold it at the top for 4, 3, 2, 1. Let it go. And in. And hold. 2, 3, 4. And let it all out. Awesome. One hand over this shoulder, one hand over that shoulder. Give yourself a virtual hug, especially if you're spending time alone and you can't get a physical hug. Give yourself a pat on the back, guys, and give me a high five. Virtual high five. Thank you so much for joining me. Tomorrow is Friday, although I don't know about you guys, I've lost track of what day it actually is. So it just kind of seems like Groundhog Day. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, it's hard to keep track of the days, isn't it? So yes, tomorrow, guys, thank you, Jill, for reminding me. Tomorrow will be at 9 a.m., okay? Not 9:30, 9 a.m. I'll make a post too and tag you guys all in it. So a little earlier, I do have a phone call I have to be on, and we'll be done by 9:45 at the latest. You're welcome, Jackie, and thanks for joining me, guys. Like I said, if you want to do more of those glute things throughout the day, if you're sitting a lot especially, I highly recommend them. You know, the glutes totally turn off when we sit on them a lot, and that's why a lot of people have like a lot of knee problems, a lot of other problems, because their glutes are just not firing. So pay attention to how long you're sitting, guys, and get up and move around and do some of those glute bridges. And oh, you're welcome, Carrie. Thanks for joining. I appreciate you being here. Do some of those glute bridges, or even like, you know, standing, like if you get up from your desk or something, just do like some donkey kicks for here. Maybe do some squats with a bit of a thrust to turn those glutes on so they don't fall asleep. All right, have a great day, have a great Thursday. Stay safe, stay healthy. Thank you very much, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate all of you. Have a great day. Bye.